Hi guys, welcome back to Dialogue, the dialogue on analog music reproduction. Today in this episode, we're going to take a look at one of the most famous records of Jimi Hendrix, Axis Bold as Love. We're going to take a look at a few of what is considered the best among the releases, the presses, the vinyl editions of this record. Want to know which one is better? Let's take a look. Go. Okay, so today we're going to compare three important editions of this record in order to understand what's happening. Plus, I'm also doing this video because I wanted to present and discuss about a special type of release that Analogue Productions has just decided to put in production. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the UHQR, the Ultra High Quality Records. What is this? If you don't know anything about Analogue Productions, take a look, for example, at the video I did on the Doors release. Here's a link. There you will see all the different passages they optimized in order to have one of the best sounding record productions from A to Z. In this case, we have something new. Chad Kassem, the founder or director, we could say, of Analogue Productions, decided to bring back in production this type of record, which was famous in the past century, which was invented by JVC. And actually was developed by Mobile Fidelity, which is also now developing a new high-quality production vinyl record. We will see the series in that series in another future video. Today we're going to talk about this. This is the first release for this series of UHQR. This is the stereo version, which was commercialized, produced in 5,000 copies. That's it. Plus there was also a mono version of only 1,500 number of pressings. As you can imagine, the prices on eBay and other places on the web are going crazy. Unfortunately, I did not buy this when it came out. This was $100 when it came out, so I had to buy it on eBay, and I had to pay it much more. But let's forget about that. I know that the second release is going to be Jethro Tull's Aqualung, so hopefully that's going to be a good number too. But this is the first one. So I just want to show you briefly, before going in depth on the record, what comes in the package of this edition, because it is rather cool. As you can see, there's this nice case, which contains, obviously, the record itself. Here it is. This is the classic format of this record, which is a nice gatefold, nice cardboard, all laminated, nice and shiny, very high quality, as you can imagine. The record itself is pressed by hand at Quality Record Pressings with a special press on clear vinyl. This is called Clarity Vinyl, which is the best vinyl available, with any type of preservatives, artificial pigments, colors inside. There's nothing. This is what vinyl looks like if you do not add anything to it. And this should be among the best, if not the best, type of vinyl for pressing records. So we're already at a certain step high on all parts of this production. So let's take a look what else is in here. A bunch of stuff, actually. So let's see. Here we have the UHQR specification manual, where you have a lot of information. Here, for example, you can see how normal records kind of get thinner towards the sides, towards the edges, while here instead the same measurement, the same thickness is kept all throughout, all the way out on the surface of the record. Obviously the part where the grooves are. This is the label. So that's already very cool. And here you're gonna find all kinds of different info on what they're doing, on the plating, on the pressing, all computer controlled. Very, very cool. This is where it was pressed. As you can see, all the different information regarding the process of doing that. This is the certificate that only 5,000 copies were produced. Ooh la la. Then we have obviously the booklet itself of the record, where we have a lot of information, cool pictures, a nice little booklet that comes with it. And here, just the commercial for the new version that's going to come out. This is going to be, as you can see, on 45 RPM. This, no, is on 33. First of all, I just want to take a pause before going more in depth in the record, because I want to explain what happened to this record. Because this is a very cool, excellent, fantastic record, but there's a problem. There's a problem actually with the master tapes, because they did an incredible, fantastic session, all different kinds of session, mastering, mixing, that produced a very good master tape back in '67. That's when this record was issued. And unfortunately, good old Jimmy forgot side A in a taxi. So we do not have the true master of that record. The day after, they went back in the studio, and in one day, they redid the whole recording and mixing and mastering sessions. So you can imagine they kind of rushed that. It's good. It's good sounding, but it's not the original. Side B, instead, should be the original master tape that they had. Plus, they did also a mono version, which a lot of people claim being the best. I don't know. We'll hear something now in a few moments. Okay, this was just to explain a little bit what was happening here with this record. So, first of all, we're going to start off listening the Analogue Productions record on Clarity vinyl. Beautiful Clarity vinyl. Let's hear it. Okay, obviously, as you all know, YouTube compresses not that much audio, actually, I've discovered. But in any case, I prefer to put in download here the files so you can download them and hear them for yourself on your system, which is much better, much easier. Let's pass now to a comparison with what? With what you can currently find on Amazon. This is, or in other shops, obviously, this is the current stereo version that is sold, the last release, the last mastering, the last version of this record, which is a decent, nice gatefold. Nice cardboard, nothing's too special, obviously, but you do have a nice booklet inside. Obviously, it costs around, I don't know, 20 euro, not even 18. That's around 20 bucks, maybe 22, 23 bucks, dollars, not much more. Obviously, this is just a standard edition on black vinyl. So let's listen to it. Okay, so now you have a comparison between the first record that was Analogue Productions, Clarity Vinyl, and the second one was from just a normal standard reissue in 2000, I don't know, 18, something like that, of the same record, stereo. I just want to add another version, which I have already had in my my collection for some years. This was released by Classic Recordings. I would say like 10 or 15 years ago. Quite a long time. Let's see, maybe it says here. This was released, in 1996, a little more than that. That's when I got this. And this is, as you can see, a mono version. I'm not going to go in depth on mono records. Please take a look at the video I did, because there's so many interesting information and things I think it's worth knowing if you like vinyl connected to mono records. So take a look at that video. Let's get back to this record. So again, this is a high quality reissue, but it is mono. So it is a different type of mastering. It's a different type of master tapes. It's all different, but it's the same record, and it's a vinyl record. So I wanted to try to insert also this little guy in the test of today. As you can see, this is a very thick record, 200 gram vinyl. The other ones should be 180, I think. I'm not a big fan of thick vinyl, but that's how it is here. Normal black. Let's hear it. Okay, guys. So, which one did you like more? Which one impressed you? What did you hear in those 3 tracks? Were you expecting those differences? This time I want to give my judgment, my assessment. I was waiting a lot. I was expecting a lot more from this guy here. This is expensive. This is deluxe. This has gold here. This has way too much gloss and I don't know, bells and whistles on it to be that normal sounding, I think. This did not absolutely struck me. I love Analogue Productions, but in this case, I think this is a very, very normal edition. Nothing special. A little bit better than the stereo standard version that you can buy out and about now today. This is all analog, AAA. I'm sorry, guys, but I think, in my opinion, I know it's a different master. I know it's a different, practically whole production. But I think that the mono record is way better. Now, this is an audiophile grade record which was made 20 years ago. So obviously this was closer to the master tapes. It only had 20 years when I got the master tape. Now it has 40 years on its shoulders. So there is obviously that difference to consider. Okay, but in any case, I think this is better. But that does not shock me. What shocks me is that these two are very, very similar. At least that's my impression. Okay, guys, you tell me what you heard. Obviously, you're gonna have to listen to the digital versions, not the true versions. But you're all going to have a good key comparison between these 3, and especially the first 2. Let me know what you think in the comments, and hope to see you soon, guys. Thank you very much. Remember, music is born analog.